The history of slavery in the United States dates back to the early 17th century when Africans were enslaved in the American colonies, particularly in the South. The reliance on enslaved labor grew, especially for crops like cotton and tobacco, which fueled the agricultural economy of the Southern states. By the 19th century, the abolitionist movement began to gain momentum, supported by activists, writers, and human rights advocates like Frederick Douglass and Harriet Beecher Stowe. Tensions escalated between the northern and southern states over the issue of slavery, contributing to political strife. These disagreements led to the outbreak of the American Civil War in 1861, which lasted until 1865. This conflict was between the United States, the North, and the Confederate States of America, the South, which defended its right to maintain the institution of slavery. In 1863, President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation, declaring the freedom of all enslaved people in the Confederate States. While this proclamation did not immediately free all enslaved individuals, it was a significant symbolic step toward ending slavery. On January 31st, 1865, the U.S. Congress passed the 13th Amendment to the Constitution, which stated, "Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for crime, shall exist within the United States." This amendment was ratified by the states in December 1865, formally abolishing slavery across the nation. The impacts were profound. The 13th Amendment abolished slavery, resulting in the liberation of approximately 4 million African Americans. The abolition of slavery led to a profound transformation in the social and economic systems of the South, forcing Southern states to reorganize an economy that heavily depended on enslaved labor. The abolition of slavery was a first step toward the civil rights movement, as African Americans began to fight for their civil and political rights. Despite the abolition of slavery, African Americans faced significant challenges, including Jim Crow laws, racial discrimination, and violence, necessitating continued struggles for equality. The abolition of slavery in the United States in 1865 was a pivotal moment in American history. While it represented a monumental achievement, it was merely the beginning of a long struggle for human rights and equality for African Americans.